welcome to Wednesday's workout. Today we are going to be switching it up a little bit, and I'm going to walk you through one of my favorite yoga flows. This is going to have you feeling so amazing, and I love placing it in the middle of the week because it just gives you that little rest that we need, but also gives us that good stretch so that we can continue our workouts for the rest of the week. So grab your yoga mat, and I'm going to go ahead and get started.
We're going to start with some sun salutations, so I just want us to breathe in as we reach and look up. We're going to interlace our fingers and stretch our arms up towards the sky, palms up. And I just like to push my arms away from my body as much as I can to really feel that stretch in my arms, just making sure that you're breathing into it, elongating our bodies and getting as long as we can. When you feel like you're as long as you can, we're going to drop down into a forward fold. So let's breathe out. Reach towards your toes, as far down as you can. If you can go down all the way, great. Just let your neck hang and just let it fall into your body. Let's relax here. And let everything go, just like a rag doll. If you can, we're going to hold our elbows and don't lock your legs. Have a slight bend in the knee, and we're going to sway side to side. You're really going to feel this in your hamstrings, which should be getting loose by now. Just keep swaying and let it go. Stretch your leg muscles. We're going to get a little bit deeper and deeper every time we sway, so we can really feel it in the back of our hamstrings. Slowly, we're going to walk out into a plank. So just lower your arms, walk them out, walk your feet back. And we're going to walk our feet towards our hands and stand up. Turn around. We're going to do the same thing towards the back. So we're going to reach down into a forward fold, walk our hands out into a plank, then walk our feet towards our hands ever so slowly and stand up. Repeat on the other side. Walk the hands out, squeeze your core at the bottom, and walk your feet towards your hands as you stand up. Last one on the other side. Forward fold, walk it out, squeeze and embrace your core, and walk the feet back up towards the hands. Forward fold, and let's stand up. Next, we're going to go into a down dog. So we are going to walk it out into a plank. And this time, instead of going into the plank, I want us to go into the down dog position. So push our hips back using the balls of our feet. Push our hips high towards the sky. Push away from our palms. Push away from our hands. And once you've pushed away from the earth, we're going to start paddling your feet side to side. Drop your hips to the left and to the right. And we're going to keep alternating for a few more seconds. Keep going. We want to make sure that those hamstrings are fully stretched. When you're ready, we're going to go into a plank. So drop your hips. Let's bring our left knee into our chest. Then simply kick back with that leg. Drop the leg back down to your down dog. Bring your right knee towards your chest into the plank. Squeeze your core and kick out once again. Bring your feet back down into down dog, and we're going to alternate. Breathe in and squeeze your core. Breathe in and kick up. Breathe out and squeeze your core. Breathe in and kick up. Keep alternating from left to right. Let's do this one more time on each side. When you kick up, I want you to squeeze your glutes. And this time when we bring our leg in, bring that knee into the chest and step in between the hands. Drop the right knee, curl your toes under, push away from the balls of your feet to stand up, and let's get into a low lunge. We're really sitting into our hips here. If it feels comfortable, you can pulse here a few times. We're going to get ready to twist towards our left leg. So if you can, do a little twist or put your right hand down on the mat, open up your left hand and look up. You'll feel a nice stretch in your inner right thigh. Let's hold here for a moment and keep this stretch. Next, we're going to repeat on the other side. Bring your arm down, step your foot back. We're going back into our plank. Step the right foot in between your hands, drop the left knee, curl your toes under, push away from the balls of your feet, and let's get into the low lunge. Lower the hips and feel the stretch in your inner thigh right here. A couple more seconds. Let's drop our left hand towards the ground. Open up to the right and reach up. To come down, we will lower our right hand, push up and bring your right knee back into tabletop. We're going to go into a cat and cow pose. Starting in tabletop, our wrists are directly below our shoulders and our knees are directly below our hips. We're going to start by breathing in and gazing up. Drop your belly, extend your tailbone, then breathe out and curl your spine. We're going to repeat this series a few times. Really focusing on extending and curling our spine. Your head should always follow the movement of your spine. Last one, then we're going to go back into tabletop. Let's take our left leg out to the side. You can sit into your right leg and really feel the stretch in the inner thigh of your extended leg. Now, let's take our opposing right hand, sweep it underneath our bodies. Let your body drop down on the right shoulder and reach towards your toes. If you can, try to grab them. If not, you can just keep your hand down and reach as far as you can. Next, we're going to do a little spinal twist on the opposite side. So let's go back into tabletop position by pushing down our left hand, using that pressure to stand up. We're going to take our left leg, cross it over the right, and look towards your right foot. And let your spine twist as you're turning your head. Take our left leg, bring it out and over the right, and sit into a nice pigeon pose. Here I'm sitting into my hips with my chest up high, and I feel the stretch in my left glute. Let's remain in this pose for a couple of breaths. ready, let's go ahead and thread the needle on the left side. Start by untucking your left leg, bringing it back towards the right. In tabletop position, square your arms and shoulders, square your hips and your knees. We're taking our right leg out this time, and it should be diagonal to your hip. Open up that hip, sink into your left leg, shift your weight onto your right palm, lift your left arm off the ground and thread the needle. Reach towards your toes. Try to grab them if you can. Let's sit here and feel the stretch for a moment. Breathe in and breathe out. Continue to reach for your toes or as far out as you can. To get back up, place the weight on your right palm and push off the ground. Place your left hand back in tabletop position. Bring your right foot over your left leg and turn your head and twist towards your outer foot. Let's remain here for a couple of breaths. Now, we take our leg and bring it back over the left leg and sit into our pigeon's pose once again with our chest up high. Let's remain in this pose for a couple of breaths. I'm wiggling a little bit side to side to get a deeper stretch in my hips. This is up to you. Next, let's find ourselves back in tabletop, placing our forearms onto the mat. We're going to drop our hips down and go into our Sphinx pose. To do this, let's push from our palms and forearms and lift our chest up tall. Continue to push your forearms away from the ground to lift yourself and feel supported by the earth. Try to bring your chest up a little bit taller every time. Next, we're going to move into our child's pose. I start by uncurling my toes, placing the balls of my feet onto the mat. Push from the knees. Walk the knees up and off to the side. Drop your hips and sit back on your feet. Your arms are extended out in front of you and your head faces down. If you want to sit a little bit deeper into your child's pose, you can bring your knees out a little bit wider, walk it out, and fold down once again. Just remember to keep breathing through your stretches. I'm going to get up by slowly crawling my hands back to center. And we're going to finish off with some neck stretches. For this, I like to sit crisscross. And I'm going to start by dropping the left ear towards the left shoulder, rotating forward to the right and back. We're going to keep repeating these clockwise neck rotations for a few rounds. If you haven't stretched in a while, you might feel some crackles or crunches. I know I do. You can alternate here between small and wide circles. Let's take a pause and rotate backwards or counterclockwise to get the other side. So back to the right, forward and left. Let's continue this. And last but not least, we're going to take our left hands and place it on the right side of our heads. We're going to slightly rotate our heads towards the left, feeling the stretch on the right side of our necks. We're going to take our right hand and slowly walk it out away from our bodies. As you pull your head towards the left, you're really going to feel that stretch on the right side of your neck. You're going to keep doing this each time, trying to walk your hand out a little bit further. When you feel like you've reached a good position, let's sit here for a second and feel that stretch on the side of our necks. Switch to the other side by slowly walking back to center. Take your right hand, place it on the left side of your head. We're going to slightly rotate our heads to the right. Feel the stretch on the right side of our necks. We're going to take our left hand and slowly walk it out away from our bodies. You're feeling this on the left side of your neck. When you feel like you reached a good position, sit here for a second. And we are done. Let's set our intentions for the day. Inhale the greatness around you, and let's exhale confidence. Namaste. Thank you, Yogi Bears, for joining me on our yoga session, and I'll see you tomorrow.